Hi everybody and welcome back on my channel. In today's video I'm sharing with you my 10 tips on what to do if you're planning for a FPV long-range flight. Those suggestions are a combination of what to set on your FPV drone software-wise and good practices before attempting your long-range flight. Make sure to follow along and watch the entire video as all tips are equally important for a successful long-range FPV flight. So let's dive into it. Okay, the first tip is to have a diversity receiver on board on your FPV long-range drone. In my case, I got the TPS Crossfire Nano Diversity receiver. And this type of receivers allows you obviously to have two antennas for the radio link on board. Those two antennas are usually placed one at the front and one at the rear side, but you cannot place those two antennas randomly. There is actually a better way to place these antennas, and I'll show you just in a second. Okay, with the help of a multimeter in continuity mode, we find out which side of the Immortal T antenna is the ground side. Because as we know, one side of the antenna is the ground side and the other one is the active element, which transmits and receives signal from and to the transmitter. So since I've already done, if I don't remember wrong, so this one should be the ground side. Yep. So this is the ground, and this is the active side of the Immortal T antenna, the one placed on the rear side. So this one should be the other ground. Yep. So this one is the ground, and this one is the ground. So ground, active element, active element. So if you place the antennas this way, no matter what direction the drone is facing to, you will always have a good strength of signal between the receiver and your transmitter, no matter the distance and no matter the direction the drone is facing to. So this is very important. Let's jump to the next tip. Okay, the second tip is still related to the receiver and is to set the RF profile to 50 Hz as well as the preset in the Betafly presets tab to 50 Hz as well. So we start with the RF profile. I go into the system, go down to the TBS edge and light, make sure the receiver is powered up. I go into the Nano Diversity receiver, general, and the RF profile must be set on 50 Hz. Okay, now we go and set the 50 Hz on the preset of the receiver via the Betafly preset tab. So we go into the presets tab, and I've already got here the Crossfire at 50 Hz, but if you don't get in this home page, just click here on the categories, go down and select RC link. Here in the search box you can type Crossfire and it will pop up one at 50 Hz and one at 150 Hz. So go with the one at 50 Hz, and then in the list of options here, choose the type of flight you are gonna do with this drone. I usually go with cinematic. Click whatever suits you, and then click on pick, and then save and reboot. I'm not gonna do because I've already done for this drone, but yeah, again, just choose the type of flight you want: racing, freestyle, HD freestyle, cinematic, or smooth cinematic. Click on pick, click save and reboot. Tip number 3 is to set the link quality on your receiver which will tell you how well the communication between the receiver and transmitter is, and then I will show you how to set everything also on Betaflight to get the information on your OSD. So we start like before. Make sure your receiver is powered up. Go on the system, scroll down until we get onto the TBS edge and light. Go on your nano diversity receiver, channel map, and I usually set on the channel number 8. So go on to channel number 8, click on, and then scroll until you get the link quality LQ. That's all you need to do from the radio. Now we jump on Betaflight, and I show you how to set up there on the receiver tab and on your OSD. Alright, once the link quality is set via the radio, we connect the drone to Betaflight. We go into the receiver tab. First thing, we need to make sure that the telemetry output is enabled, like so. And then we need to set the RSSI channel. So in order to find out which aux channel is related to the telemetry, we need to turn on the radio. And one of the bar here of the aux channels will be full at 2000.
Switch 1.
Here we are. The aux 4 is the aux channel related to the telemetry. And so here we need to select aux 4. Once this is done, click on Save or Save and Reboot, and we jump onto the OSD tab. So since I've already done, I'm not going to save it, obviously. So jump to OSD tab, and here we're going to set the RSSI voice. So scroll down, and you find this one, RSSI value, which I've already turned on. And that's everything. Okay, jump to the tip number 4. Tip number 4 is to get the HDOP value shown on your goggles. This value tells you how precise the GPS is, and usually a value of -1 means the GPS is very precise. A value of 1, 1.2, 3 is alright, but any other values from 2 and over means the GPS is not that precise. And you need this value in case you need to switch to the GPS rescue, because if you have a value of, let's say, -1 means the drone is likely to come back to the on point very precisely. So to set it up, we go into the CLI tab, set OSD underscore GPS underscore sats underscore show underscore, now the voice has changed, but it's PDOP equal on. Click enter, type save. Now it's ready to go. It will not be shown on the OSD tab, but surely it will on your goggles. And it always appears next to the GPS icon. So make sure next to the GPS icon there is no other icons. So leave enough space anyway for the value to appear. Once done, click on save, and this is done. Let's go ahead with the other tips. Tip number 5. Before the flight, make sure that all the screws holding the frame and the motors, the propellers and VTX antennas are properly tightened up. Tip number 6. Use patch antennas on your goggles, which are best for high gain and focus on directional path, which allows for extended range and better signal penetration. Tip number 7. Calibrate the milliampere of the battery you are planning to use for your long-range FPV flight for accurate reading on the OSD, so that you know how much juice left you got during the flight. I made a dedicated video about it. I'll leave a card up here so that you can watch if you need to. Tip number 8. Do a pre-flight for checking and hearing that the drone flies and sounds smooth. Test the GPS rescue. Fly around to get to know the area, and also a pre-flight allows the GPS to gain more fixed satellites and better HDOP accuracy, so that when you are ready for the main flight, just plug the battery in and go. Tip number 9. Use an app to check wind conditions such as wind speed and direction, so that you can properly plan the flight to best reach the target without flying too much against the wind, which could result in more current drawn than expected. Tip number 10. Whenever you plan your long-range flight, always make sure to maintain a clear line of sight between you and the drone. To sum up, that's what needs to be done. Use a diversity receiver, set RF profile and preset at 50 Hz, enable link quality on your radio, set HDOP, tied up screws, props and antennas, use patch antennas on your goggles, battery calibration, do a pre-flight, use app to check wind conditions, and keep line of sight. Thank you for watching, for having liked the video, and if you have anything to say, please leave a comment. If you are interested in how to build a FPV drone, configure it on Betaflight or iNav, how to PID tune a FPV drone and much more, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks once again, and we will see you at the next one. See ya!